A very good afternoon to you all. Thank you for joining us today, 20th June 2020. I am Josephine.
And I am Job. We are live on Facebook and Twitter. You can join the conversation using hashtag with the refugees. We would like to start today's news by saying Happy World Refugee Day.
This newscast is by the World Vision Modest Champions in Bidibidi Refugee Settlement, Uganda. Here are the headlines.
What is it like to mark the World Refugee Day during the COVID-19 lockdown?
The journey from South Sudan to Bidibidi. We explore what some refugees go through during instability to travel and arrive in Uganda.
How is learning and teaching in a refugee settlement during COVID-19 lockdown?
Coping with reduced food resources.
We miss playing and dancing. We hear from youth and the children who are missing access to the child-friendly spaces.
The news in details. Today is International World Refugee Day. The day is marked in order to draw the public's attention to the millions of refugees and internal displaced persons worldwide. How is it being marked in your area? Thomas interviewed some people in Africa's biggest refugee settlement, Bidibidi. On how different this year's celebration is.
Refugees in Bidibidi Refugee Settlement always look forward to celebrating the International World Refugee Day. It is always a hive of activities like drama and traditional dance. As refugees make their day, due to some restrictions that came with coronavirus like social distance, refugees will miss all these activities.
But unluckily enough, in Bidibidi, let me say we are not going to participate in this event, as in the communities and children coming together to take part in this activity. This is because of the coronavirus pandemic, where people are not allowed to come together and participate as usual, as they used to do in 2017, 2018, and 2019. But as World Vision, we are going to ensure that our children feel this day. We are going to reach them individually or in fewer groups, and they will come up with something good at the end of it. Though they are not going to be together, but we feel something good will come out of that through activities that we are going to perform, maybe child-led activities.
Anita is one of the refugees who will miss celebrating this year's World Refugee Day.
It's supposed to be celebrated every year in various places. It has so many activities like drama, traditional dances, and so forth. It has affected me in a way that you're not visiting your neighbors, your friends, due to the lockdown. My message to the entire world is they should maintain social distance, and I wish them happy World Refugee Day.
As Constance said, they are going to reach children through online programs.
At about this time, this pitch will have been with many people to celebrate the World Refugee Day. But now, because of Corona, as you can see, the pitch is empty. Thomas reporting from Bidibidi.
Have you ever imagined how refugees travel and settle in Uganda? For some, it takes days, others weeks, or even months. Our reporter Albert talked to some refugees in Bidibidi Refugee Settlement and bring us the story.
For Charles Sekou, the journey from here to Uganda was a decision of hope. When the killing of people started increase in her community, Sekou and the others in 2016 started the journey to find a safety refugee in Uganda.
Anna jabe jano matara fisika fi yal mutu kaman fisika fi zaman alanna ge jade.
Little did she know that journey would be as challenging as they were. Working for a long distance result in health problem for now 12 years old Emma.
Anna jabe na sumata. Many fi South Sudan, Anna jabe kura Anna woduru fisika in. Anna gene Anna nu fisika in sita yo. Anna ligonas tanin ketirnas bi mutu fisika ni ala. Anna ligonas fi South Sudan na bi daba zol bitaleta njo tataki bitaleta para dura katubita. Anna ligo school tatan beside UN beside Anna baki.
For some, it is the pain of losing their loved ones and the poverty, as Dawa says.
You know, South Sudan really has a problem whereby you can find these unknown gunmen are rampant. We get really the situation is, although it's hard, but it's fine because you can sleep the whole night without getting any sound of gun.
Running away from war in South Sudan, refugees hoped for a better life in Uganda. However, they are now with another instabilities due to COVID-19. I'm Sami Albert reporting from Bidibidi.
Since the coronavirus lockdown started in Uganda, schools were closed, children were expected to learn from home through radios, TV, and the government supplied home schooling materials. But are the children in refugee settlement learning? Simon has more.
With only one TV set in Zone 3 of Bidibidi Refugee Settlement, learning from home on TV has not been an option for many children. Some parents with the radio sets have supported their children to learn on radio, but for the few lucky ones like Rebecca, who learn on TV, it's not easy to understand.
One of the challenges I'm facing sometimes is the teacher is too fast and I cannot understand what the teacher is saying. Sometimes if the teacher left us, even we don't have time to ask questions from him or her.
Many learners would want the support of a teacher to understand. Some teachers like Ferdinand are supporting learners while observing COVID-19 guidelines.
Yeah, I normally help them by calling them together. Since, as you can see, I have the software here. I gather all of them together, then I guide them basically in the model which was provided by Team Church. Yeah, I feel nice because they are participating, and I hope since education is a key thing, I'm helping them, and I will still guide them at home, though there's a lockdown.
So many parents are hoping that their children can continue learning despite coronavirus lockdown. I'm Simon reporting from Bidibidi Settlement.
Availing food to refugees is an important part of the global refugees response. Most refugees entirely depend on food provided by World Food Program through partners like World Vision. A recent 30% reduction in the food ratio has changed the eating patterns in the refugee settlement. Job reports.
Mary Apai and her family of 14 children are grateful for the food relief they have been getting to meet their feeding needs. However, Mary is concerned about how she will adequately feed her family following the reduction in food ration.
Mokila kau, baya, welet, balang, kusabun. Kau kilo 5 kilos, baya kilo 8. Na yeju anaron pari. Asani ngo linkune ajo kerju. Ngo kune ge bana but 8 kilo, ku kilo 5 kilo, kilo ngo ling daga dungo kula jejo na ngutu kulo ling jado pari lo ga duma pari. Ga duma pari. Nyena kuna kwe ako doko anabut tikaranga kati jale kilo kinyo bot. Geti itina sarakulu. Asani ku boti ina ngutu kulo ling momo kaja du kuru ngaji kulo ku uja ngola dogo borun la mado logi ngaji kilo geba isuni ku dungo na kilo tain laga je dungo kango giri kilo.
Just like most refugees, Mary has also been selling part of her food ration
to buy basic household needs and access to basic health care.
ilo tain bawenga tinade na jadu ngutulu jore na gasa yongoni mamaju kajo enga inga laga sarusita loka tungo ilo tain geba au bawenga isarusita ijatu na idung baya kilo koi kudengi tain lo nya ila jo dungo na matiki ngaji kilo ma yosud medi nan na ko mugunya kati mana nyawndo.
The Refugee Welfare Council leader in Bidibidi Refugee Settlement, Charles Ladu Enos, expressed concern over food ration cuts. However, Ladu says that refugees are planting crops and vegetables to cope.
We are not given land, and we are renting. If you have money, you rent. You don't have money, you cannot.
During the COVID-19 lockdown, the refugees are having challenges on food. Who will come to their risk? Job reporting from Bidibidi Refugee Settlement.
A number of refugees in the settlement had to even resort to eating mangoes for survival following the reduction in food rations. Our reporter David has the details.
What is the value of a mango? Might not know it if you are not a refugee from Bidibidi Refugee Settlement.
As refugees in Bidibidi Settlement got news of the outbreak of the deadly coronavirus in March 2020, they were also informed that the monthly food ration was to be reduced by 30%. Many families have not been able to meet their food needs. As a result, many people resorted to mangoes to at least help them during the daytime, and they can only eat posho in the evening.
Mara kila naja ngadi sobun kuna borundo yala bero na baye nga bari labo laga kone simanga barlo me bona gala do manga sakaranga.
But getting mangoes has not been easy, as some of the host community members did not want to give their mangoes to refugees. Thanks to people like Saibu Kalfan of Jomorogo village in Yumbe district, many refugees were able to get mangoes to eat.
Really, mangoes like this one here have helped the refugees to survive during the COVID-19 lockdown since the food has been reduced. Now the mangoes are finished. What will the refugees do? David from Bidibidi Refugee Settlement.
When you are a refugee far away from home, visiting your relatives and friends is very pleasing. As our reporter John found out, many people in Bidibidi Refugee Settlement are yearning to visit their friends and relatives if the coronavirus pandemic ends.
Before coronavirus lockdown, people had free movement in the settlement, visiting their relatives, going to worshiping places and schools. But now people are scared of coronavirus, and there is no more free movement in the settlement. I talked to different people to find out how coronavirus has impacted on their lives.
Nagapi subadu mini kasulidan, yala mini doria. Mini doria tabes gen tu malwai ya bi kutu nasma bi dor mabado.
Made karam tayande yala yande gita gili gisi katoke palta gira elena meta gafi so bado taki akanta ukilita mador akanta mangiti bayande yala biri di mitinto na kasul so beside na gafi so be kasulite.
Coronavirus has affected us in education. We are now actually not going to school. We are bored. The staying is now boring us. No reading books. Nothing even.
As you have seen, many people has been affected by COVID-19 and hope that life is going back to normal. John reporting from Bidibidi Refugee Camp.
One of our friends, Gift, who had visited South Sudan before the lockdown, is still stuck there. We had a chat with him.
I am right now in Juba, South Sudan, the capital city of South Sudan I'm in. I am still in South Sudan because when I came here, I was coming support for another issue, like we have family problem, like the first for the burial, and I supposed to go back, but because of the lockdown, there is no way that I can find my way back to the camp. The big challenge here is that I am lacking clothes because I'm supposed to prepare like for 3 weeks. A person like me, I even come like 2 pounds from my dome. 2 pounds, underwear and 2 trousers. Even that I'm going to finish even every day with 1 trouser. So that is the biggest challenge that is affecting me. I miss a lot of things. By the way, you, Josephine, I miss you more. And Thomas, those friends of Joe, I miss you guys. I miss to go to the fest, even dancing. There is no place for me to dance here. It's hard for me to find new friends. But the good thing is because I am a Peace Club member like you guys, I do peace, so I get like 2 friends now, but I really miss you guys.
We miss you too, Gift. As part of the newscast, we are happy to bring you a panel discussion with refugee response leaders on how they are dealing with the coronavirus crisis in refugee settlements. Josephine is joining the panelists in Studio B to moderate the discussion.
Thank you all. These are our leaders, the refugees leaders who are taking the response of the refugees. So I'll let them to introduce themselves to you.
Hello our viewers, I am Navigator Michael Joel. I work for Office of the Prime Minister as a settlement commandant in charge of Bidibidi Refugee Settlement.
Hello everyone, my name is Richard Vicky and I'm Assistant Protection Officer Child working with the United Nations.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm Mary Njeri, working with World Vision Uganda as a Refugee Response Director. Thank you.
I will start with you, Commandant.
Yes.
Please, tell us how is this year's World Refugee Day is different from the last year.
Thank you. Well, World Refugee Day has always been a special day in the refugee operation. Last year, Bidibidi, we hosted the national celebrations or commemorations here, and it was a really big gathering. But this year it's different because since 18th March, the President and Minister of Health have put in place measures to reduce the spread of COVID in the interest of public health. And among things that have been stopped, big gatherings. So as we've in the previous years been bringing together very many people to come and commemorate World Refugee Day, this year we are holding it this way. For example, having discussions with community members, having radio talk shows, TV shows, something like that. Something that wouldn't gather around more than 10 people.
And now to the UN Shara representative. Please tell us how has COVID-19 affected the refugees, especially the children?
Yeah, thank you everyone. COVID-19 was a big shock to the world and indeed to us a very big shock. For the purpose of children in particular, we've had a big impact. One is that the most obvious is that when the president closed schools, a big number of children who were attending primary, secondary, and early childhood development had to remain at home without attending school. And you know, attending education is both an opportunity for children to learn, but also a mechanism for their protection.
What are partners like World Vision doing to ensure that refugees community are helped during this time?
Yeah, thank you, Josephine, for that question. Partners like World Vision have joined forces with others like the government, UNHCR, and other agencies, also communities and children, first and foremost, to create awareness about COVID disease and how it is spread and how people are able to keep away from it. We believe that doing this will first of all limit its spread And doing this, then we keep everyone healthy. Secondly, we are also supporting with items like soap, because it's easy to tell people to wash with soap, but if they do not have it, then it's not possible to do that. So we are providing soap, not necessarily to everybody given the funding constraint, but most importantly to those who are not able to afford, most vulnerable families, and also institutions like health centers where people go to seek services. So these are some of the things we are doing. We've also ensured that the refugees are still able to be heard even during this particular crisis, during the World Refugee Day, by educating people like yourselves and sending them out there to collect stories from their communities so that they are able still to be heard during this very important celebration.
Thank you all for your response and for joining us. We have run out of time, and I'm going to give each of you 1 minute to finalize or to say a message to those who are celebrating the World Refugee today.
Thank you very much, Josephine, and our moderator. My message is short. It is a different way of celebration or commemoration, but it's still a commemoration. We are in this together. These days people say that together we fall and divided we stand, but me I still believe it is together we stand and divided we fall. Why? Because together we agree that we don't be together. Together we agree on social distancing. Together we agree on putting on masks. Together we agree on washing our hands.
COVID seems to still be with us. We don't know how long it will be with us. And we still have the children with us. So let's take this opportunity to provide the necessary support, especially emotional support. Many children are wondering why they are not going back to school. Many children are wondering all this that is happening. And let's exercise our parental skills in trying to give information to support parents, to support children, so that they are able to cope up well with this situation.
Yeah, for me, I really want to celebrate every refugee in Uganda and elsewhere in the world. We celebrate your courage and your resilience. And as an organization, we would like to pledge that we will continue to work together because, as we just said, that everybody, every action counts, so that we know there's something you can do, and together we will find solutions for the challenges that are currently there. But do not forget your children. These are our future. Let's do everything we can to safeguard them at this time.
Okay, thank you all for this moment. Back to you, Job, on the stage.
Thank you, Josephine, and our panelists. Thank you all our viewers and participants from all around the world. We are very grateful for you joining us today. All of you who support refugees and displaced persons.
We look forward to continue interacting with you through the World Vision Facebook page and on Twitter through #WithTheRefugees. For now, we are ending today's newscast. I'm Josephine.
I am Job. On behalf of the World Vision Mojo champions and from all of us refugees here in Bidibidi, we wish you God's blessings. Stay safe and supporting refugees.